Videos recorded by U.S. Navy personnel have added a new layer of evidence to the current national debate about UFOs. For the first time, radar images recorded inside a Navy ship have confirmed the presence of several unknown objects that swarmed around the ship for hours.
It's been 3 years since the minister departed, waiting on his return. They used to always ask, what are y'all gonna do when the minister gone? What y'all gonna do when the minister die? What y'all gonna do when the minister ain't no longer here? I used to always just answer, keep working. I used to just say, keep working. When the minister leaves, then it's our time, brother. It's our time, sister. Keep working. But in the back of my mind, I would think too, yeah, what are we gonna do when the minister leaves? I was born in 1975. When I was born, the minister was teaching already. The minister had built all these places, these hospitals for me to go to get well. Anytime I was in need, I could go and feed from the minister. Just looking at him was a healing. Just knowing that he was still among the people was such a blessing. I don't know life without the minister, honestly. Most of us don't know a planet without the minister. So yeah, what are we gonna do without the minister? Yeah, we hope that we're gonna be as strong as possible and keep pushing, keep teaching the teachers down our posts.
Straight path. What you saw? I saw a dragon, I beheaded the shit. So please stay away from me with all that negative shit. It had me walking down the street with Berettas and clips. You my brother, we supposed to be better than this. I saw Medusa, yeah, I beheaded the chick. Don't jump the broom and find yourself in bed with a witch. The rap prophet, move through together with this. Highlighting the holy Sharif, I study the scripts. Chop the head and the tail off the devil with this. But that's nothing, to me that's just regular shit. And we a family, we gotta stay together with this. The Holy Land, don't let that white man settle a ship.
Right now, we're at a training camp for some of the 144,000. See, the Spook Gods are the root of all our illnesses, whether it be envy, jealousy, greed, lust, so on and so on. And these Spook Gods began to attack the believers and take us out. They really showed up. Once the minister departed, you started seeing them everywhere, flying around the house, wreaking havoc. See, we're divided right into the lessons. 5% of the believers continued to teach after the minister departed. 85% wanted to go back to sleep. They couldn't go all the way back to sleep, so they just laid in the bed with the dead, with their eyes open. They couldn't go all the way back to sleep because they had too much teaching in them. You ever drunk too much caffeine? Too much coffee? When you were tired, you were sleepy, but you couldn't go back to sleep. You just laid there in a dreamlike state, hoping to fall asleep. Yeah. And then 10% of us went back into the world and became helpers of the devils. Used our training that we got from the minister and became the number one helpers of our slave masters. 5% of us, well, we went into all fabrics of society. But me, myself, I went back to where I knew best. I went back to the streets. The same streets that I came out of. Teaching Islam, basics. Right here, right in front of these stores. These same stores that used to kill us. Putting fear in us. Teaching us to eat the wrong foods, killing our babies.
We from places that racist traps, police hate the blacks, don't fall asleep. You don't wanna take a nap, you fall into that dream world, you may not make it back. From the era, where the hustlers were beepers, big chains and colorful sneakers. All you rappers wearing gold chains and colorful sneakers, but you scared. You hiding from your people, scared to die, see your eye through that peephole. Cause you tried to go outside and got deboed. Now you at the precinct, talking to them people, talking about I know who did it. Now you singing like zero. I know you seen a cat that'll chase a rat, but where I'm from, the rat's big enough to chase a cat. Please, our enemies let us taste the trap, but get too close to that cheese and our face gets snapped. Our shoulders hold a lot of weight, don't it'll break your back. Gotta hold your own load, don't let it break your back. Please, I grew up in them places that Mr. T would get his chain and his bracelet snatched. He gon' have to pay me to get his bracelet back. So rappers, y'all can call me to get your necklace back. Grew up in them places that where everybody and they aunties' faces black. I'm in the old school cutlass with the basic back. Ride with my light-skinned cousin, look like Haitian Jack. Ooh. And even though his waist is strapped, y'all be quiet, I think they're wired. The whole place is tapped, I'm telling you. I'm from places that where the women are naked. Line up and make it clap. Sister slide down the pole trying to make a stack. Don't go down the wrong road, you might not make it back. Where I'm from.
What is he saying? He's saying when this truth comes to you and you submit. That's what it's saying. You submit to this truth. He'll remove evil from around you and improve your condition. That's real.
Things in our community to keep fear in us. People come from everywhere to set up one of these stores. We call them corner stores, delis, bodegas, little gas stations that teach us to eat right out the devil's hand, along with a lot of other things. But these things teach us to eat the wrong food, constantly buying their candies, sodas, beer, liquor, wine, cigars, potato chips, constantly taking our money, constantly have us looking up through a bulletproof glass window at a non-original person, selling us this swine, selling us things that they don't even eat, out of the grocery stores, out of the restaurants. Not just physical food, spiritual food. Constantly listening, watching, being entertained by the foolishness of this world, putting fear in us. How do the men fear? I can tell you as a man, I feared being a father. I feared being a husband. I feared holding down a job. Shit. I even feared getting down to my last cigarette. So I went back in the streets. And I taught right in front of those same damn corner stores. We're the ministers now. But it's strange. Because we were doing this before the minister even departed. Sometimes you get low. And when you get low, you dig deep. And that's when you find an ability that you didn't know that you had. And that ability becomes a part of you, and it takes over, and it grows, and it grows. And it grows inside of you. So what I'm saying, we begin to grow into our God selves. Some of our abilities that we lost when we put ourselves to sleep begin to wake up. Brothers and sisters begin to tap back into their God self. You know, tuning in, hearing the thinking of the people, being able to move when they need to move, seeing things before they happen. But most of the people in the streets, they embraced the teachings after the minister departed. It's just we couldn't clean them up. We couldn't get them off the wrong food. We couldn't get that fear out of them. And when those spook gods showed up in the streets, man, like I said, it was love in the streets. But it was a lot of hatred. The spook god showed up as hatred. Started killing our people.
We a family. We gotta stay together with this. The Holy Land. Don't let that white man settle a ship. It's my land. You can't settle on this. And put your shovel in the earth, stealing metals and chips. Arm, leg, arm. But I'm the head of the clique. I know that wicked ass devil got my head on his list and can't wait for the day his shackles get on my wrist. But God gave me a rod, told me hit him with this. So with everything in my heart, I'ma hit him with this. If he want it, he gotta take it. I ain't giving him shit. G-O-D, that's the 3 letters you get. You know, Farad, I wrote the Savior a letter to this. 1 trillion years you couldn't find a rapper better than this. You keep searching on your internet with your wish, but you wasting time, cause ain't nobody better than grit. That's spook god teaching. You ain't better than this. Rappers are blind cause ain't nobody telling them shit.
They were just too filthy, too dirty to follow. They'll look you right in your face and say, we believe. They love to hear that. They love to hear us teach on the devil. They knew it was true. We just didn't like the law. Any man who doesn't like the law is mathematics. If you do this, this is gonna happen. If you don't do this, this will happen. The only person who would break a mathematical law is someone who worships a spook god. A mystery. So the spook gods came in. But the scientists, a lot of wise scientists, we had to move indoors. So I took all of those who I can get out the street, all of those that we could find, he went with us. We moved from place to place. One day, I was approached by a man, beautiful, black pastor, and he told me he'd been watching us. I'm not gonna get too deep into this, but this pastor told me that he loved our minister and he followed our minister in secrecy. He even told us that he got his ex, but he left. He was called to leave the ranks. Make a long story short, this pastor invited us to start teaching our Islam to his congregation. And we did. This was year 2. It's been 2 years since the minister departed. Well, the pastor needed help because the spook gods, the home of the spook god was the church. The slave masters put us behind these walls, put us behind the walls of the church because he couldn't stop the African spirit that kept showing up, the spirit of our ancestors. Even when we were asleep, even when we were dead, slaves, and eating a poisonous animal. He couldn't stop our ancestors from coming and visiting us. And our ancestors would always choose one to try to raise us up. Even in the cotton fields, the worst conditions, the slaves would always be one that our ancestors would try to come through just enough to lead. It's natural. All it would take was one, and that one would stir up those African spirits. The slave master put us in the church to control that African spirit. He let us do things. He let us sing. He let us dance. He let that one, the best of us, teach the rest of us. But a man named Elijah came and opened the door and freed that African spirit. He freed us out the church. So now look at us.
We Look, a few things that I read in the Bible. Let me share a few things that it said in the Bible. Well, a lot of people, they bled in the Bible, so a lot of them people, they scared of the Bible. Look, what the minister did with the Bible. A lot of our people, they dead in the Bible. Sometimes read Quran instead of the Bible. Many nights fell asleep with my head in the Bible. Y'all wanna sit around and pop lip. Y'all wanna sit around and gossip. Now can't see him where I sit. Gone overseas, that's fly shit. Unc said don't fall in love with a hoe, but I ain't pay attention, fell in love with a dough. Walked up on stage, fell in love with the show. Start rocking around, fell in love with the flow. And got the devil head in my hand. Ow.
And when it started, you had to work your way through. Right. About 20, 30 years ago, you started getting grants because a bunch of Muslims was writing in Muhammad's speech.
It's the same breakdown. 5% of the church accepted it. 85% wanted to go back to sleep. They wanted to stay in spookism. 10%, well, they came against us. They came against the pastor. But they didn't really show their heads until we tried to take the food, the poisonous food, away from them. When we tried to take their meat, their pork, and we tried to put the law on them.
Cleansing.
Right, that's right.
You say y'all Muslims are brainwashed. That Elijah and Farrakhan got you brainwashed. I'm so glad.
That's right. Yes, sir.
I thank Allah that they came with a detergent strong enough to wash that dirty mind we had.
Church sound a little bit different when it's choir singing. We side I mingle more, but we fire bringing. Church get a little bit different when my choir singing. We side I mingle more, but we fire bringing. I started rapping first, but I'm a pastor first. But I'm a little bit different in the Baptist church, because the streets start praising when I rap a verse. I throw a bomb out of heaven, let it crack the earth. Kill everything moving, but hit that cracker first. Cause they treat the brown bad, but treat the blacks the worst. Got us walking through the desert, got that cactus thirst. We gon' have to search, I know we have to work, but I don't wanna be a slave. My back, it hurts, like my grandmama and them in the back of hearse. My teardrops turn to mud on that casket dirt. But one thing's for sure, death come after birth. The slave masters' children, they still not accepting us. They wanna kill us, cause God removed his hedge from us, no longer protecting us. From these westerners, from the plagues, the famine, the pestilence. Children of Egypt, we started making our exodus. The ones who make it gon' come back for the rest of us. Exodus, 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 exodus. The best of us gon' come back for the rest of us. Sister need attention, so she thinking that she has to twerk. But her mama said she need to take her ass to church. And grandmama, she used to whip her ass in church and feed us good Sunday dinners after church. While my granddaddy mad as hell after work. He said the boss man robbed him, that has the hurt. To watch the devil count your money as he laugh and smirk. We gon' have to get free but kill master first. The slave master's children, they still not accepting us. They wanna kill us cause God removed his hedge from us, no longer protecting us. From these westerners, from the plagues, the famine, the pestilence. Children of Egypt, we started making our exodus. The ones who make it gon' come back for the rest of us. Exodus, 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 exodus. The best of us gon' come back for the rest of us.
For the past 3 years or so, the public has been able to see several astounding images of what certainly qualify as UFOs during encounters with the U.S. Navy. There's no question that the Pentagon has censored data to go along with the photos and videos, but none of that information has been leaked or otherwise released. That is, until today.
When it was time for us to make our departure out of the church. So that's when they came. That's when they came. They called them the angels. Some of the angels of Allah. They came and they rounded us up. And they took us to a place. Several places actually. That I can't discuss. They took us so we can finish growing into our original selves. Finish growing into our higher selves. So that's why I'm here right now. 3 years after the minister departed. We've been working, mastering nature. Nature on the inside of us. If you master the winds on the inside of you, you master the winds on the outside of you. If you master the atoms on the inside of you, you master the atoms on the outside of you. If you master the voices on the inside of you, you master the voices on the outside of you. And when we say master, can you master God? No. To master God is to become one with God. To submit. To stop eating the wrong foods. To stop thinking the wrong thoughts.
I hope that you will. Sometimes I get tired of being humble. Like who the fuck wanna rumble? Sometimes I feel like Shabazz taking my family down in that jungle. Like where the hell is my spear? Where them goddamn war drums go? Walking around the Congo, hands beating them bongos. These black folks look up to me, feeling like a Mutombo. All the way up in New York, even where they make that gumbo. No, I ain't no activist. Pro-black and shit, won't see me in no crowd. Holding up no black fist. Tell them I'm a Muslim. Tell them that I was born like that. Tell them that's how I came, and when I leave, tell them I'm going like that. These niggas faking, walking around angry like that. I be looking at them like, damn, nigga, it can't be like that. Never seen Minister Reds, never seen Minister James like that. Never FOI in Atlanta, brother, heard them, they ain't train me like that. That ain't Islam. If you say it is, then you a lie. Remember, if you see smoke, then there's a fire.
I see fire.
Remember,
Inside
see
the
the smoke,
mountain,
there's a fire.
I see fire.
Remember, it's a sign
Burning the
of the
trees.
time.
So our teachers, the angels, the big imams, they taught us. Seems like only a handful of us. That 144,000 is just a handful. And they prepared us to go to war with our own spook gods every time they came, using the most ancient of weapons. The oldest weapons. These weapons are extensions of our own selves. These weapons surely can handle the strongest spook god, can decapitate the strongest devil. So now we are at war with ourselves.
And he talked to us. And he taught us.
No, I'm not too many rappers' fans, so I'm real slow to touch a rapper's hand. You're not my man, I'm not about to dap your hand, cause I know I'ma diss you the first time I have a chance. Really, you don't even have a chance, cause I love throwing rappers in the back of vans. And why the sheep thinking he a battle ram, till I allow his ass up into a rack of land. I come through with that glove in the gat in hand, lighting your block up, that's for all you Michael Jackson fans. I put a wheel in the sky with the Jackson pan, that's a little wordplay for all you rapping fans. I'm Big Worm with that ratchet, man. I ain't playing, you better have my package, man. I'm just saying, if you don't have my package, fam, I'm smoking everybody on Friday. Y'all getting Jackie Chan. I grew up on the interstate trafficking. Me and my man moving white like an avalanche. They say they love me in the hood that I'm trapping in, but I feel trapped like somebody trying to trap me in. Selling nicks with that cannon and a ratchet band. I'm out here selling puff to your daddy, nigga, we making bands. Rakim saw me, he just clapped his hand, cause I'm him walking through Fort Greene as I'm Dapper Dan. The same streets I was trapping in, the same streets now I'm teaching and rapping in. The scripture written on the heart of an African. It took from his village and never going back again. Pyramids hidden under the Iraqi sand. I built those with the blackest man in Pakistan. No disrespect to these crackers, man, I just make music to get the blacks to dance. Whether the mosque or the masjid, I salute when you pass me, I Hadith in the last day, I oils and incense in the ashtray, I prayer rug in the masjid, I oils and incense in the ashtray, I Holy Quran in the last day, I just left the masjid, I yeah, just left the masjid, I yeah, poke him in the head, bang, smoking like it's red, bang, poke him in the head, big bang, smoking like it's red.
Some of you sissies. Well, let's talk this afternoon, because you need to know the importance of being Muslim. You think that it's a new religion But it's not a new religion, as it is not a religion at all. The very nature of God, whose proper name is Allah. And he came to us in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, and you Sunnis got a problem with that. Well, we don't care about you getting a problem with it, because the matter has already been decided. Allah have decided that, and he want to talk to a man, so he sent a man in his spirit so he could talk to you and bring out of you a new nation that would obey him, and that would be his Islam. And he's building a house that he's comfortable to live in. And he lives in people. Whether you like it or not, God lives in the human family of the earth. So he makes a certain people clean enough and pure enough to house him.
Rappers are blind, cause ain't nobody telling them shit. Devils a lie, don't let them keep selling you shit. I'm door to door, they think that I'm peddling silk, but I'm teaching that navy beans and bread go together with milk. Nah, they think the black god peddling shit, but nah, I'm bringing black folks together with this. You know how the concrete hold together the bricks, the coins in the fish's mouth. I ain't begging the rich, you at the slave master's table begging for shit. You know the blind leading the blind or leave him dead in the ditch. You know Moses had to kill a man and he split. You know Ice Cube hit Goliath in the head with a brick. You know me, I'm like Detroit Red in this bitch. I keep it moving cause I got some more cheddar to get. So you gotta know. Look, you know that everything in the light, it come from the dark. And the only time they see the light is the gun when it sparks. I'm just walking, trying to take my son to the park. I said, son, let no man play with your thoughts. I said, son, don't let no woman come and play with your heart. Say, son, you know that devil come with a fork. That's his tongue, so you better watch his tongue when he talks. And if you're gonna eat that meat that come with his fork, better know that that little worm come with the pork. Better know that that yellow tape it come with some chalk. Yep. And both of them come with a corpse. You better know that the shotgun come with the torch. Yep. Cause them robbing niggas come with the floss. Yeah. But you a boss, that come with the cost. So there's a reason that lightsaber come with the force. You better use it. The enemy comes when it's dark. The devil's a liar. Yeah, it come from his heart. If he sell you a swimming pool, it comes with a shark. You know that shit come with a shark. So watch out for that snake, cause tongue go two ways. And we was in the game when all the rappers had two ways. They passed me the cup, but I didn't drink the Kool-Aid. Cause I knew that rapper jewelry was fruit bag. Called me the GOAT, but I didn't join the bootleg. And Satan still want my soul, but it's too late. I went up on the mountain and I fasted for a few days. Came down from the mountain, seeing people drinking Kool-Aid. I tried to teach them Islam for 2 days. Felt like 200 years. The industry was funded by the Jews, but wasn't founded in peace. That's why so many dead rappers found in the streets. It's not Jerusalem, it wasn't founded in peace. And most of your big time rappers down with the peace. Contract with Satan, what it sounded. Peace. Muhammad, that's the sound of the streets. Big Grayco, that's the sound of the street. Big Chopper, sound of the street. Me and my brother, we in tune with the town and the streets. Yep. We out here pounding the streets. That's why New Jerusalem won't be found in the east. Nope, it's right here, the ground on my feet. I keep pitching, keep coming off the mound with my cliques. Know the God ain't down with the beast. Yeah, the Grayco Movement ain't down with the beast. This New Jerusalem is founded in peace. New Jerusalem, boy, founded in Berg. Why did you cut it off? Yeah, I've been in the south. In the lawn chair, like my auntie. Do what my mom had with the hot comb. Do what my mom had, that DJ. Keep cutting you off, yeah. Off, yeah. We running shit the all year. Grayco, the all year. Yeah, it's all year. And the DJ cut all year. Huh? I'm out in the lawn chair watching my auntie do what my mom had with the hot comb. Yeah. Cut all here. Funk flex the bomb here. The all yeah. This that funk master flip the flex the all yeah.
On the record when the drum beats go like this.